On this episode, we dive into the life and work of someone you've never heard of. However, I believe he may be one of the most important scientists of the last 100 years. Dr. Rolf Schaffranke, a German-born engineer and scientist, played a notable role in the history of rocketry and space exploration, particularly through his association with Operation Paperclip and his subsequent work in the United States. I'm going to try to give you a comprehensive overview of his background, contributions at NASA, his published works, and everything that I could find online. But, this is a long time ago. So, born July 31st, 1921, Schaffranke was involved in the V-2 rocket program at Peenemunde, Germany, working alongside Wernher von Braun, a prominent figure in rocket science. Historical accounts, such as those in Breakthrough Power by Janine Manning and Joel Garbin, 2008, indicated that Schaffranke was the youngest of the group of German scientists brought to the U.S. under Operation Paperclip at the close of World War II. The Natural Philosophy Wiki Rolf Schaffranke. Operation Paperclip, active between 1945 and 1959, relocated 1,600 German scientists to advance U.S. military and space technology. And Schaffranke's age, 24 in 1945, aligns with him being the youngest, given von Braun was born in 1912. This relocation was part of efforts to leverage German expertise for the Cold War, with Schaffranke contributing to the fledgling U.S. rocket program. After arriving in the U.S., Schaffranke worked in the aerospace industry, focusing on propulsion. Before his retirement, he served as a consultant on a NASA contract, specifically for the propulsion laboratories at the Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. This center, established in 1960, was pivotal for developing the Saturn V rocket for the Apollo program, and Schaffranke's role likely involved advising on propulsion technologies at Marshall Space Flight Center. Given his background, his contributions would have supported advancements in rocket systems, though specific projects are not detailed in public records, possibly due to the nature of consulting roles or classification. In The Secret Life of Plants by Peter Tompkins and Christopher Bird, they describe him as a propulsion expert for American corporations contracting with NASA in Huntsville, suggesting his work through contractors, which may explain the lack of direct NASA. This aligns with his later consultancy role, indicating a career spanning both industry and government contracts. Schaffranke's published works reveal a dual focus: conventional engineering and alternate science. Under the pseudonym Rho Sigma, he explored unconventional theories, reflecting a personal interest in post-relativistic physics and energy concepts. He also worked with ARE, the Edgar Cayce Foundation, to publish works under his pseudonym as well. Notable publications include Ether Technology, a rational approach to gravity control, and that had a foreword by Edgar Mitchell, the Apollo 14 astronaut, because he had a history of working with Edgar Mitchell, obviously, being there at NASA. The development of post-relativistic concepts in physics and advanced technology abroad, published in 1981. He presented at the first International Symposium on Non-Conventional Energy Technology in Toronto. And the new Tesla Electromagnetics and the Secrets of Electrical Free Energy. Proof of Free Energy Devices and Supporting Data, 1984. These works, listed on the Natural Philosophy Wiki, focus on either physics and free energy and outside areas mainstream science. Rolf Schaffranke, under his real name, Schaffranke has documented contributions in engineering and science. A significant find in 1960, he's got a patent for a lubricator assembly. Patent number, if you actually care, is 3,085,654. He had a co-inventor on there with him. And he had a couple other applications listed related to aerospace on this lubricator assembly. He published a few papers under his actual name, a couple with a co-author, T.E. Bearden. One of them, a further commentary on discrepancies in conventional electromagnetics theories. 84 was published. Another one they did was the new Tesla electromagnetics and the secrets of electrical free energy, as I mentioned before. He also had one he published himself, which was on biological DC fields. Sounds a lot like Tesla. Its name was Summary of Information on the Basic Causes of the Overall Beneficial Effects of the Biological DC Field Applications. In 72, publication on the biological DC field applications suggest a diverse interest, possibly overlapping with this consultancy period, though its direct relevance to NASA's work is unclear. The 1984 paper with Bearden discusses electromagnetics theory, indicating that he was continuing in theoretical physics at the time. And then the new Tesla, he also worked on the new Tesla electromagnetics around that time as well. It is in this work that we see a direct lineage of Tesla to modern days. Schaffranke had multiple interactions with Tesla, and there are stories of long meetings and late-night phone calls, even so much so that there's pictures of Tesla and Schaffranke together. One of the most famous pictures that everyone knows of, where Tesla's meeting some of the founders of NASA, Schaffranke is in that image. He's the closest man to Tesla in that image. Why is this founder of NASA publishing anti-gravity, free energy, and scalar wave tech papers pseudo-anonymously? It doesn't make any sense. Schaffranke passed away on April 22nd, 1994, in Young Harris, Georgia. He was 72. His later life and what he was doing, his obituary, are not publicly available. But he did leave a large contribution, specifically through his work as Rho Sigma in the pseudoscience realms, we would call it. His exploration of unconventional topics such as anti-gravity, free energy, contrast his conventional role at NASA, highlighting a broader intellectual curiosity that may have been separate from his official duties. In conclusion, Dr. Rolf Schaffranke's career bridged traditional aerospace engineering and alternate science inquiry. His role in Operation Paperclip and consultancy at NASA underscores his importance to the early U.S. space efforts, while his publications under both his name and pseudonym reflect a wide-ranging area of intellectual legacy. So like and subscribe if you'd like to hear the next entry in this saga as we go further down the rabbit hole than you ever thought possible. Remember the name Bearden. It will be key to open many locked doors.